met you, Debra, at a beauty salon. You had a manicurist with you. He was 2 feet tall. He asked me if I was new here. I said, I'm just a temp. He said, if you got no money, then you got no rent. And he said, ahoo, ahoo. It was the day, ahoo, that I met you, Debra. Ooh, yeah. I met you, Debra, in the waiting room. Your manicurist with you, she was gone too soon. You asked me if I knew him. I said, only from my dreams. He said, if you got no rhythm, then you got no swing. And he said, ahoo, it was the day, that I met you, Debra, 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 that I met you, Debra.
All right. Are we live? I think we are. Let's see what this is. Hello, Hannies. Oh,
Hi, my name's Dave Wilhite. I've been teaching people how to beat the casinos for the past 15 years just by playing smart.
that's
The lottery
nice.
hasn't changed in its basic form since it was first invented around the 15th
Hey,
century.
sexy, Hanny.
In this tape, we'll not only show you how to pick your numbers, but once you've picked them, we'll show you how to play them to your advantage.
It's been very powerful.
It
I'm-
doesn't take magic to win
Girl,
the
I'm
lottery.
sitting on a turtle.
Just a nice slow pace and a little research. I live in Las Vegas, the gambling entertainment center of the world.
Is it true that Vegas is dead right now? Have y'all heard that?
I can play blackjack, I can play craps, I can play roulette. But when I want to play the lottery,
Hello, Jeffrey.
I've got to go to California.
What? Vegas doesn't have lottery? I never realized that. Girl, not the Tacoma, honey. Girl, he's a smart girl. Maybe he's onto something about knowing how to do this.
Buying a lottery ticket is as simple as walking into your local convenience store and handing them money. In this instance, I'm using the quick pick machine, where the machine picks the numbers for me. Or you can use the manual form where you pick your own
He's
numbers.
serious about his gambling, honey.
There are over 9,000 lotteries in the world.
Girl,
Remember,
look at
no
that
matter where you
build,
live,
honey.
You can play
Yes,
a lottery in another
Daddy.
country. If you live in America, you can play the Europe
The
lottery.
type of man you say where you're like, abduct me, honey.
If you live in Australia,
He's
can
like
play the
a
Europe lottery.
glowed up
and
wheel,
vice versa. If you
honey.
live in Europe, you can play the American lottery.
You can play
There
the
are three
American
basic
lottery
types
in
of
Europe?
lotteries. The first one is called the instant game.
Not them letting illegals play a
Because it is so
lottery.
easy to set up, the instant game is typically the first game initiated when a state passes lottery legislation.
Went after
To win a prize, you
$317.
merely scratch off the latex
The hell is that going to do for somebody? Maybe $317 wouldn't have paid my credit card payment, honey.
coding from a card and try to match up numbers or pictures.
Yeah, I just paid my credit card payment. Where am I spending $1,800 a month at? Did one of you steal my credit card, honey?
Because there is no way to show any type of consistent profit from this game, it is advised that
Frank,
you do
it's
not
been
waste your
very
money by
prayerful.
purchasing these
Do be
tickets.
Sunday school for
Strategy is
sure.
not possible, so we won't spend any more time on this. The second type of lottery involves picking either a 3 or 4-digit number, in this case 4. For example, balls numbered from 0 to 9 are placed in either 3 or 4 containers,
Okay.
depending on whether it is a 3 or 4 ball pick. Forced air is then circulated inside each container.
Okay.
When the tube on top of the container is opened, the ball closest to the opening is forced up the tube and is trapped. This becomes the draw. The tops are opened on each of the containers until all balls are selected. These lottery
Some of the guys get all the balls.
picks occur almost nightly and require that the digits or numbers be in exact order. The tickets are purchased with combinations that range from 000 to 999 or 0000 to 9999 respectively. The payoffs are typically $500 for the 3-number combination and $5,000 for the 4-number combination. Using strategies included in this tape, you'll see that 3- and 4-digit lotteries are a playable game and must be considered. The third type of lottery game is commonly referred to as the Lotto. The original Pick 6 Lotto requires picking 6 numbers out of a possible 49. The order the numbers are drawn in a Lotto, as opposed to a lottery, makes no difference. All the balls are placed
So Lotto and lottery is the difference, like picking system. I never knew that.
in a container
know
and mixed
that.
up either by forced air or a revolving bin. Typically, the bin is above a curved chute. Balls revolve and are then released one at a time down boulders that will show you this can be
Balls.
come up consecutive
Balls.
numbers. B. 60% of the time, the numbers published in a newspaper are wrong.
What? You can't trust the paper? Girl, not the fake news, not the fake lotto, honey. 60% of the time? You're telling me I've thrown away million tickets?
The people in charge of the lottery would rather you not know what the exact odds are of hitting any particular lottery.
Oh, honey, look
Today
at
we're going to
this.
show you
Girl, she's
a
fancy,
simple
honey.
mathematical equation that will show you the odds of figuring out any lottery that you're going to play. We're going to start with the odds of hitting 6 out of 40. You take 40 times 39 times 38 times 37 times 36 times 35.
Okay.
Which gives you a total of 2,763,633,600.
So far, this is telling me not to play at all.
And you take 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, which gives you 720.
Okay.
Then you take the 720,
We're
divide
hitting it
into 2
hard,
billion,
honey.
and the odds of hitting 6 out of 40 is 3,838,380 to 1.
Okay.
The odds of hitting 6 out of 49, you do the same thing, but you start with 49 times 4,
Who knew lottery could have so much money?
48 times 47, 68, 720, 980. Those of you that don't want to go to the trouble of figuring out what the odds are, we've done that for you here on the...
He knows the average person that's playing the lottery is poor and stupid. I'm sorry, I said it. He already knows, Annie. So he is just throwing out numbers here that are bullshit. 69 by 97, 247 over 140, 1690 12ers.
chart. The odds of hitting 5 out of 35 is 324,632 to 1.
The odds of hitting Rihanna out of 36 Chris Browns is 1,909,650.
The odds of hitting 6 out of 36, 1,947,742 to 1. 20,000. You need to make a chart similar to the one that we've done.
This is like what you do when you have a schizophrenic notebook. You know, everybody, you know what I'm talking about. Anybody have a schizophrenic notebook?
We kept track of the numbers from March until June.
Girl, this looks like my DoorDash spreadsheet I made. And I need tax advice. So, gone. I have found another School for Girls job, and I started doing the School for Girls job, but I'm still door dashing, and I need to know because I'm door dashing in North Barkerville, South Side Barkerville, okay, and it's a long commute to this School for Girls, okay. But I DoorDash when I'm in this north side, east side, west side called the Corners, Barkerville, right? And so I just say, since I'm DoorDashing too, you know, to supplement the income, when I'm going and getting off of work, I DoorDash 2 to 3 hours. each and each. Except right now, I should be DoorDash, and I had a schedule, but I didn't do it. So I wanted to see the girls. But question is, I can claim all that on my taxes, right, for the miles, right? And won't it help lower my W-2 performance quota? Systematic incest. Incest, not incest. Jesus.
On March 5th,
Donor, I hope you have locks, honey. Donor says, I have a schizophrenic neighbor. I hope you have locks.
the numbers were 13, 23, 33, 7, 36, and 38.
Cassidy Graham
After you've done all of your numbers,
tip X5.
you need to put them in order from
Deb's a
smallest to
hustler.
largest.
We appreciate
7,
your
13,
time.
23,
Cassidy, thank you so
33,
much, honey.
36, and 38. Now we'll show you how to put a chart together so you find out what numbers come up most often and in what position. Now that you made your chart with your numbers,
Tell you what, honey,
need
this
to make another
coffee is
chart to
good,
find
honey.
out how
And you know what makes
frequent-
this coffee? Hello, everybody. I'm Church of Debra. And when I'm drinking my coffee, I savor the flavor, enjoying every sip, because I'm a Folgers girl. And what makes Folgers coffee the #1 coffee brand in America? The simplicity, of course. And white America. Because it's in the genes. Taste that jeans. I'm Sydney Sweeney. And what's even better when I flavor my coffee? Borrowed packets of pink from the Panera bread that's a mile away.
and in what position
So can we talk about the Sydney Sweeney thing real fast?
those numbers come up.
So at first, hold on a second, y'all. First and foremost, Sydney Sweeney. Okay, now this is before any judgment is given. Okay, first and foremost, was I ever attracted to Sydney Sweeney? No. She looks like one of the girls in school that was not bad looking, but she would bop and flop for anybody. Okay, you know what I'm just saying, she would bop and flop for anybody. She would go lazy. She would go any way it would go. You know what I'm talking about? And there's no shade in that. There's nothing wrong with bopping and flopping, honey. I'm just saying, she was like the really pretty girl, but she would bop and flop and her hair looked greasy. Okay, so I was like, because you know I'm a working girl, honey. I have been dashing and I was job hunting nonstop. And so I've been like trying to figure out, like I'd seen online something was going on, right? And so I was trying to figure out what was going on. So I first watched the ad and I'm like, what's the big deal? I don't understand. So this is the ad I seen, right? And I just thought I didn't understand. And we're doing exactly what the marketing team wants. They just want us to talk about it. Obviously, we're doing that. But I don't really want to talk about the jeans things as much, just like the posing and stuff. Like, I just want to objectify for a second. Can we objectify? What is this pose? I'm sorry. First and foremost, leg to toe, toe to foot, toe to bronchitis, jean. We're not there, honey. We're just not a denim country anymore. What is this pose? What is this pose, honey? It's given like, I don't know what it's given. It's just given weird, honey.
Why would I need to do
On the left.
that? Amazing. Why would I that they make your pay that they're the I'm not here to tell you to buy American Eagle jeans.
Yes.
And I definitely won't say that they're the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn.
She just looks like she smells.
Or that they make your butt look amazing.
But the way she's arching her back so bad, honey, you don't have a butt. You know what I'm saying? Like the way it's framed.
I don't need to do that. Look, comfortable jeans I've ever worn.
Colonel jeans.
Or that they make your butt look amazing. Why would I need to do that? But if you said that you want to buy...
I mean, she is like a gay guy that is flat as a door and is trying to make it pop, honey. Baby, you don't have no ass. And listen, first and foremost, I think she's a wonderful actress in some roles. I do. And I'm not one of those girls, oh, we cancel her and say, oh, it was always horrible. It wasn't. Mm-mm. She's good in some things that I've seen. Okay? She is. And she's not a bad looking girl. And I'm not going to say she's ugly, but she looks dirty in this goddamn man. She does. But this is the ad I seen, and I was like, I'm not understanding, the Yahtzee reference or anything in this.
The jeans. I'm not going to stop you.
I just thought it was so trashy.
We're clear, this is not me telling you to buy American Eagle jeans.
Sydney's
She's like that girl that you go to your friend's house in a trailer, and she's just too dirty.
Sweeney has very keen.
You see what I did there, right?
So I was like, okay, she says she has great jeans. This is a play on the word. This has been done before by other companies. Like, that's a joke. It's in the jeans. You know what I'm saying? So this ad, I'm like, I don't understand, right? Like, I don't get it. And then, hold on, let me find the other
Jeans
one.
are...
And then I see this, and again, I don't think it's so like out there like this is like Yahtzeeism though. You know what I'm saying? She's just talking about herself, I feel like, but it's just so nasty.
passed down from parents to offspring.
The latest front in the culture wars is leaving viewers distressed.
My jeans are blue.
An ad released by brand American Eagle in July features Hollywood star Sydney Sweeney, blonde hair, blue eyes, and in classic American denim. But it's not the jeans sparking backlash, rather the message.
Sydney Sweeney has great jeans.
While American Eagle says proceeds from the limited release Sydney jean will go towards a mental health nonprofit, the campaign's language struck a dissonant chord with some
Them boobs, honey.
viewers.
Those Sydney Sweeney American Eagle ads are weird. Like fascist weird. Like Nazi.
Oh, that is true, though. I mean, it is the time. I mean, yeah, I feel like, okay, this is what I'm going to say. I feel like technically, like on paper, I think she was saying this in her mind, trying to be like, I'm going to be a Yahtzee. No. But the marketing agency realizes that what sells nowadays is wars between different people, factions, and what plays to social media. And this definitely plays to social media because whether the intention was to do this or not, the marketing team knew that this would happen. Does that make sense? Do I think she was over there thinking about what she was saying? Probably not, because, you're just going to say it's in the genes. But the algorithms oh yes, Cassie, the algorithms eat this up. Exactly. And then look what's happening. People fall for it. I fall for it. I'm talking about it. This lady's talking about this person.
Propaganda weird.
Let's talk about that American Eagle Sydney Sweeney ad and Eugenesis dog whistles.
The backlash swift.
But it's so sad that, like, it doesn't matter anymore. I mean, Kanye broke that wall. Don't y'all feel like Kanye broke it? Like with the Yahtzee stuff?
Jeans are superior, and by that, I mean white.
With even
But she never said her jeans were superior, though. I mean, now she says a shit like that. Do I think Sydney Sweeney Todd, or whatever her name is, should be canceled? Hell yeah. Because I'm like, honey, you cannot tell me. You went into a studio saying, my jeans are superior. My jeans are best. You know what I'm saying? But I think there's enough room where you're like, I can understand her not getting it. Now, the marketing team, sorry, honey. Like, baby, if somebody wants to boycott the marketing, you know what I'm saying? Like, always going after the targeted individual when we should go after these corporations and these conglomerates. And what's that word? Glucomerate? What is that name? Conglomerate? Is it conglomerate?
some celebrities taking aim at the ad.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring.
American Eagle now responding to the controversy.
Now, I thought this was kind of funny coming from Doja because Doja has had her issues in the past. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that she should be canceled for anything. I love Doja. I think Doja is one of the visionaries of her generation. Even if I don't care for a song, I'm always excited to see her music videos. She is so artistic. She literally is like Gaga if Gaga would have kept going.
Down from parents to offspring.
Doesn't help Sweeney went to a MAGA wedding. Oh, girl, stop. Cassie won.
American Eagle now
Girl, not a MAGA wedding.
responding to the controversy, posting on Friday in part, great jeans look good on everyone. But critics are also getting critiqued.
No, she looks good there, but the denim is disgusting.
The White House's communications director characterizing the backlash as, quote, cancel culture run amok, with Republican Senator Ted Cruz saying the criticism amounts to the crazy.
It's so insane, though, that this is literally being like black and white as always. I'm just so sick of like people latching on, especially the Republicans.
Left coming.
What is she doing with her butt? Honey, you don't have an ass. If you're going to say it's in the jeans, you got to be honest. Your jeans don't have an ass, honey. You might as well be modeling like a cutting board, honey.
Out against beautiful women. Even Vice President J.D. Vance weighing in.
My political advice.
Oh, honey, she wants to wear the clothes. That's your political. Go get. You know what, honey?
Has resonated and perhaps stirred a little controversy from.
Girl, that face is beat, honey. Who let Chris Brown in the room?
So many people.
Jesus, she looked good. Look at that makeup, honey. Those brows.
Has resonated and perhaps stirred a little controversy from so many people.
This one is driving attention for the wrong reasons, for controversy, for either being not clever enough, or on the opposite end of that spectrum, for being downright offensive.
Honey, it's doing exactly what they want, though. We're eating it up. We just can't stop ourselves, can we? I didn't even want to talk about it, and I still did it. That tells you, honey.
Maybe even racist.
Now, other brand ads are under scrutiny, too. Dunkin' releasing a spot this week.
This tan? Genetics.
The company's comment sections now filled with similar
That is creepy, though.
critiques. One user asking, why are ads so obsessed with genetics all of a sudden? And competing apparel brand Abercrombie & Fitch releasing their own campaign.
I'm here with Abercrombie today on set in New York City.
Girl, that ain't genetics. That's McDoubles. I'm sorry. Too far. So I apologize.
Having the best time ever.
She ate a lot of genetics to get that size. I'm just being honest, and it's no shame in the game. Honey, I'm a bigger girl myself. I eat a lot of genetics. I have pork genetics, not really, chicken genetics.
Some users saying, quote, I'm so glad Abercrombie is showing different sized models. And Abercrombie.
And see, that's what we get. So the reaction to the insanity on the right, we get a reaction to insanity on the left. Like 20 years from now, there'll be people housebound in wheelchairs doing commercials for these companies, you know what I'm saying, on an oxygen machine where they can't breathe because they're so goddamn obese. And we'll be like, beauty comes in his time. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll have an exploded colon and they'll die like my father. You know, and then we'll just say, oh, well, you know, it was in the genes.
Where everyone has great genes. NBC News reached out to American Eagle, Sydney Sweeney's team.
Honey, sometimes you can't wear jeans.
Dunkin' and Abercrombie.
And I know I've had to shop at Big and Tall before, and I'm a woman. I'm a woman. You know how that made me feel? I could even go to a Lane Bryant, y'all. I had to go to a Big and Tall. And I had to buy a tall and wear it sideways to fit. Figure that math out. Figure that math out. All right, moving on from... you want to see a jeans model in an iron lung. Well, you can't. Because there's no much more thing as the polio in America. Oh, wait, RFK said, hold my iron lung, honey.
doesn't know what he wants to do. He gets confused. He doesn't want to retire.
No.
Does
he still want to show, do you think? That's what I kind of wonder.
Let me picture that for him. He's still a little nervous. Let me see if he'll focus on it. Yeah, hold on. He says he starts it out with, I don't know, and he goes, I just don't like all those people looking at me. He has a hard time at the shows just with people looking at me.
Which one's the horse? It's just a joke. It's just a joke.
And he doesn't mind working with you alone, but actually he's quite shy.
I think that may be he's not a show off, that's for sure. No.
Okay.
Yes, this is Sydney Sweeney, honey.
I think
Oh my God. I loved Hillary. Have y'all seen this? It's so funny how we drive the conversation, and you pop this in my head, Fractured. Have you girls seen this? It was like on a TikTok, Instagram, and it was like Hillary Swank comments about how she looks. And I'm thinking, what? How she look? She's a millionaire and she's pretty. Y'all. Girl, the emotional, I can't. Y'all, I'm so over this. Hillary Swank is like LARPing off of her playing ugly people. It's so like she's a beautiful person, but she gets to like have the sadness of being an ugly person that gets made fun of. Does that make sense? Anybody know what I'm talking about? Like stop.
I hope.
Look at this shit. Like, I can't, Henny. Like, you played ugly people with makeup, but you're really pretty. But you're going to be like how it made her feel. Just listen to this bullshit. This is why people just get so sick of this bullshit, Henny. Like, honey, we want free health care. I don't want to have to work 16 goddamn jobs and show my tits in denim in order to make a livable income that's not really livable, honey.
I don't regret asking this, but there's an episode of The Office.
Who's the gal in question?
Hillary Swank.
They have a debate about whether or not you're a beautiful woman.
Not at all. Next.
I'm wondering what your impression was of the episode.
Do you want to know because you want to know how that makes me feel?
Have you seen her with her bangs?
She looks like a monster.
I play real people, and I think beauty is very subjective. And I feel like no one would ever ask a man that.
Girl, not the tears.
And I used to get asked often in my interviews, you know, you're such a beautiful woman. You're sitting here and you're so beautiful. When are you going to play a pretty girl? And it just blew my mind. Because the women that I play are so beautiful.
I can't.
I hope I don't regret
Baby,
asking.
Girl, take a seat, honey. I can't.
Best stuff is when no one is peeking.
That's right.
Have you ever thought about going for a walk with your dog and suddenly he's next to you, eagerly wagging his tail? Or have you ever had the feeling that something wasn't right in the next room and discovered that your animal friend was locked in there or having some other problem?
Exactly, Fractured. They play ugly and they
These
win. Look at
experiences
Charlize
suggest that on
Theron,
a
honey.
mental or telepathic level, both you and your animal companions can send and receive messages.
And it works
Penelope-
both ways. If you play ugly, you win an Oscar. Because one time I was invited to a hotel room with Harvey Weinstein, and I played with his ugly, and I won.
Smith has spent much of her life refining her ability to communicate with animals telepathically.
Girl, was she
Since
making out with that
1977,
bird?
Penelope has worked professionally as an animal communication specialist.
I'm not saying she's ever, you know. But I'm not saying she hasn't. Okay.
Helping people
Okay. You know what can you telepathically know what I'm saying, honey?
discover why they are having problems with their animal friends. She tunes in to what the animals are thinking or feeling and tells the owners so that they can find a solution to the problem. Penelope was asked to help this woman and her dog Trapper. He is extremely sensitive to raised voices, will not allow anyone to pick him up, and has several health problems that are being treated with drugs.
What about we put that dog on a diet, Henny?
When he first came to you, he was really...
Is this Ellen? Why is it giving Ellen now, Henny?
Afraid that he would not please...
Ellen's mother. Stop.
You. And he still, believe it or not, even after all these years, he has a feeling like something could go wrong. He has a worry. And the raise in your voice, when I pictured you, just...
You pictured a what?
Excited, angry, or raising your voice. He says, I just can't deal with it. He says, I might be doing something wrong. He internalizes it. He takes it in. And I think that's part of his allergy thing, too. Is feeling like...
Grace internalizing the food ball, Henny. Girl, you know what I just realized? Yo, look at my Sydney Sweeneys down below. Look at these Sydney Sweeneys, Henny. Look at these Sydney Sweeneys. You see these Sydney Sweeneys, ladies?
He may not, even after all these years, it's emotional.
I don't know why.
You understand? Yeah. Okay.
What is she saying?
After all these years, he feels like...
Girl, she's crying, whatever she's saying.
For some reason, he might not measure up. Even though...
Measure up? What? This ain't no child turning into a man. This is a dog, Henny. Measure up to what?
He feels very much like he is a good dog, and he gets a lot of reassurance in the family. He's got this little niggling thing.
What did she say?
Behind him.
Baby, cancel Sydney. That dog needs to be
interesting.
Dieted.
He says that
he's eating out himself. Jesus.
And he shows me a picture of it's a pickup truck, open. He jumps in, he's thrown out. He jumps back in, he's thrown out. I don't get a good picture of the person, but it sounds like a man's voice. I just see
it sounds like a man's voice. You're psychic, but you don't get a good picture because you're just cold reading, Henny, or hot reading, whatever one it's called.
And then I see somebody's arms.
You're food banking. You're either food banking or you're EBTing because you have to read cold with EBT, but you can read hot with food bank. I don't make the rules. It's just how it is on the other side.
It looks like he was quite attached to somebody before you got him. And that was quite a disappointment.
I feel like, what's her name could play her in a movie and win an Oscar. What is the British actress that I like, y'all? What's her name? British actress. She was in Benjamin Button. She was the love interest in Benjamin Button. Clive Owens? Not Clive Owens. What is her name? She's got a different name, y'all.
I mean, he was meant to be somebody's really loyal dog, which he is, of course, now. Mm-hmm. But he's never forgotten.
I think she's British.
And evidently he was a little bit hurt, too, by somebody, physically hurt by somebody throwing him. Not badly, but it looks like,
she looks just like her. I can't think of her name.
So then when you pick him up, that both reminds him of that.
Her glasses look upside down. He
has had some bashing around. He says, I like you. You're very sweet. He says he feels a lot better. Just having talked about it. That's good.
The lies. He says, give me your social.
In my particular case, there was a behavioral problem with one of my horses that she completely solved in one visit. And there was
honey, somebody's an alcoholic. No, not Dame Judy Dent. She's younger than them.
A drastic behavior change.
So she likes a bottle, honey. Look at that booze rash.
If I had any doubt at all in her ability.
That's alcoholism, honey. When you have that powder, I mean, it can sometimes be rosacea, but she turning up, honey. She turning up, she turning out.
It completely disappeared for the very first visit. And it was sort of like a therapy session. I asked Penelope a simple question, and right
Maggie
away,
Smith, that's it. Thank you, honey.
All of this frustration to release, all this tension to release. So what she did was to turn our relationship around.
Relationship?
Mira is now the most affectionate animal you could imagine. She runs to the gate when I come.
What? What did she say?
Mira is now the most affectionate animal you could imagine. She runs to the gate when I come.
That is sick and twisted and disgusting, ma'am.
Mira is now the most affectionate animal you could imagine. She runs to the gate when I come. We have a very close relationship. She follows me everywhere. She's very relaxed.
Baby, keep this
And if there's a problem, I
lady
know exactly how to do it.
away from My Little Pony.
So after we'd gone around and seen the llamas, we went back into the house, and she did a reading on one of our dogs, Cider, and spoke of Cider's adventures in other dimensions than this everyday life. And then she turned her attention to Teddy, who immediately began to have a kind of a seizure.
Stop.
He started shaking, and his eyes glazed over, and
Girl, she gives the dogs LSD.
it seemed as though he wasn't seeing anything. And he had trouble walking. He fell down, actually. This is Teddy. Hi, Teddy, I'm talking about you. Yeah. And we had never seen him
that
have
dog
any
is stoned, Henny.
sort of a seizure before that.
Henny.
And she immediately withdrew her attention from him and had Kelly just hold him. And within about 5 minutes, the episode passed.
Oh, this lady's drugging the
In meantime,
dogs, Henny.
Penelope and I went off into the other room and did a reading on one of the cats. And then when we came back out, Penelope very gently sort of touched her mind to Teddy's. And he told her he just wanted to be a dog. All the stuff she'd been saying about Cider having other dimensions, that scared him. He didn't want anything to do with that. He was just here to love and be loved. And it was very simple.
Imagine though you do have reincarnation and you're like, I'm finally going to be an animal. I'm going to be a dog. I'm going to have a wonderful owner. I'm going to just have a wonderful life. And then guess what happens? You come into this world as one of Michael Vick's animals. That works out.
Penelope is in such demand that she cannot travel to work with everybody who requests her service. So now she consults with people by phone and tunes into their animals at a distance. All she needs to know is the animal's name and some basic information, and she can make a telepathic connection, provided the animal...
Girl, the socialism, that's the way to go, honey. A cat that just lounges and sleeps, honey.
...animal and its owner are willing.
We had a young stallion, beautiful young Arabian stallion in training, and he wasn't doing very well.
Honey, I'm going to need you to get a full set of teeth before you spend money on a horse. Okay? I mean, can we priorities in America, honey? I'm all for socialism and handouts, but baby, sometimes you got to help yourself to a full set of teeth before you can help a horse.
So I decided to have an appointment with Penelope, and she talked to him. Although
You were
he was
spending money
miles
on
away.
horses
And
inside
I was totally blown away.
Girl, you could rake leaves. I'm sorry. It's not nice. It pops in my hand. I apologize.
It's interesting to me that Penelope can do her work by telephone. I mean, she needs
Because it's not real, honey. It's not real, honey.
the telephone to communicate with the person, or at least the person needs it.
Can you plug this USB-C inside your cat for me, please, over the telephone?
Her. But I have called her on several occasions and asked her a question about an animal, and she'll say, just a minute, let me ask the animal. And then she's quiet for a moment, and then she comes right back with information which has time and again shown itself to be quite accurate.
The distance does not make any difference as far as reception goes. What makes a difference is whether the
What makes the difference is if it's a GSM or a CDMA.
person who is calling me is very open,
MPEG 3,
and not putting up any blocks, or if they're resistant.
H.264.
If they're worrying about what I'm going to find out from the animal, or if they're testing and skeptical, that puts up almost like a fuzzy screen. It puts up like static on the radio. So you have a hard time hearing the animal. You have a hard time getting past their static to get to the animal. But if they're
Girl, we are just a world full of liars. That's what I realize when I see this. Gullible liars, honey.
very open, and they just say, "What's my
Let me connect to your pet real quick. What's his IP address? Oh my
dog think about his?
God. She goes to stick her head near it and it makes a downtown.
Where does he hurt? Boom! I can get right through.
This horse trainer tells about an experience with his favorite horse.
And then mysteriously she came up lame. And so I had just inching lame, couldn't walk and could only make baby steps and couldn't lift her head down to eat.
Macaulay Culkin?
And so I had her obviously looked at by, which turned out to be 3 Western medicine vets, and they all could not.
Oh my God, I hope this wasn't filmed when Superman was riding. So, Mr. Reed.
Diagnose what her problem was and suggested that I take her to Davis, which is the university hospital, and have her looked at and examined up there.
Girl, when horses get better health care than Americans, I can't, Henny.
So I took her up there, and I left there after 8 to 10 hours of constant examination.
The big girl back
And they
there, Henny.
Neither could tell me what was wrong with the horse, but suggested that I put her to sleep.
Jesus.
So I came home and I was very upset about having been
Jesus.
told I had to put my favorite horse to sleep. And so I was talking to a friend, and she suggested that I call Penelope.
Penelope Cruz. Penelope Cruz. Penelope Cruz. Penelope Cruz. We summon thee. Girls, I do need to go. It was a short Sunday service, but I will be live tonight. I will be coming back tonight. I'm just going to freeze everything where we're at. And I'm just going to leave my channel on and paused on this one frame until later tonight. When I get home from the School for Girls. I'm not going to dash tonight. When I get from the School for Girls, I'm going to come home and we're going to finish this live. We're going to do some more lives. How about that? But yeah, I do need to go because I do have a dash scheduled. I like to schedule my dashes and get that done. Hennies, I've got bills to pay, Henny. Bills to pay. The bills don't stop flowing. But I wanted to get on here because it had been so long. I didn't realize it's been like 7 days since I went live. But I will be going live tonight. Let's do 11 or 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. Is that a good time for everybody? Maybe. I hope it is. But it will be on rewatch, and it will be available. And I am going to throw this on YouTube if it's done ingesting, just to give the girls something to wet their whistles with, honey. Just give my opinions on some things. But girls, thank you so much for coming out. And I'm sorry that it was only like 43 minutes, but it's the least I could give, honey. I wanted to give something, and at least I was able to get content ready for tonight, right? I did a little homework. But girls, thank you so much as always for coming out, and make sure that you hit that like and subscribe button below if you're on the YouTube side. And my girlies on the Twitch, honey, as always, I appreciate each and every one. Donora Fraction and Cassidy, honey. And all the other girls that are watching out there, Doobie, honey, and Jeffy, and all the other 16 of the girlies. But girls, I will see you later tonight, and we'll be watching some more stuff. Bye, everybody.